What's going on, guys? So one of the builds that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and have finally gotten around to being able to do it thanks to some help from a good friend, is what I want to consider kind of a poor man's DMR rifle, survivalist DMR rifle, whatever you want to call it, something like that. It's a rifle that's going to be compatible with all my other ones and with all my friends, but will give me a little bit more accuracy out to 200 or 300 yards. Okay, so not a sniper rifle, not a true precision rifle, just if you've got 2 or 3 other people with you that have all got just regular general purpose carbines, one in the mix that will give you a little bit more extended accuracy at extended distance. Extended distance in this case being probably the 200, 300 yard mark, kind of is the max limit of what we're looking at. A lot of ways you can accomplish this. I want to try to do it on as much of a budget as I can. So this particular gun is going to be in a couple of different phases. Okay, right now it's just in phase 1 because I'm just getting started with it. As I make some changes, as I can afford to upgrade the parts that I want to do on it, I'm gonna bring you guys along. So here's the gun in question that I've got together so far. Now, also as part of this video and part of this series, I also want to bring you guys along with the optic that I'm using. So it's going to be kind of a combo deal for you. This is one that I put together using a Spikes Tactical lower and just a Palmetto State Armory 16-inch Freedom upper with Palmetto State Armory lower parts kit. It's just a nitrided barrel. It's not anything fancy or specific. Right now I've just got all the stock stuff on here. I've got upgrades planned for this that we're going to hopefully take it up, and then the optic is the 1:8 variable primary arms with the ACSS reticle. Okay, if you don't know anything about this particular scope and the reticle and all that, there's plenty of videos out there on it as far as how it operates and is used. I'm not going to get too far into the details on it. My buddy Brent0331 over his channel has got some fairly detailed videos on the optic itself, as do other channels. I just want to see how it will work for this particular configuration that I'm doing here, and see if it goes with my theory that you've heard me mention before, that primary arms optics such as the fixed 3X, the fixed 5X, the 1:6, the 1:8 with their etched ACSS reticle might be, in my opinion, the perfect optic for the survivalist, the armed prepared citizen, etc. So that's what I've got on this one. Again, the gun's not complete. It's just in the very first stages of what it's going to eventually I want it to be. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me today. I'm out here. I'm going to try to get a rough zero on it, function test it, and just shoot it a little bit. Nothing too formal, but I'll try to let you guys come along with me, and we'll see how the opening installments of it do. Just to start out, I'm just going to try to get the scope zeroed. I'm going to zero it at 50 yards, and then eventually what I'll do is move back and get it really dialed in at 100 once I've got everything on the gun set up like I really want it. I'm going to just primarily be shooting some 55 grain Georgia Arms 5.56, but I also have some 69 grain boat tail hollow point loads that Georgia Arms does. So it uses the Sierra Match King bullets, so it should be pretty good stuff. I want to kind of see how this fares with that, see what the difference is between those two loads. So that all said, poor man's DMR rifle, armed prepared citizen DMR rifle, as it stands right now, I probably have, let me do some quick math in my head here. Let's see, probably got right at $700 in the gun. That's with everything. So you can do it cheaper depending on what lower you get, etc. There's some options there. My goal with this, again, is to see how well we can do without having to spend, you know, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 on a real match grade high-end setup. Okay, so let's get set up on the table and we'll start putting some rounds through it and kind of see how it goes. All right, guys. So very first rounds through this rifle. We'll see how she goes. Alright, now we'll see what it looks like and make our adjustments. Alright guys, so just kind of a little quick preview on the accuracy. Nothing stellar to write home about, but I wasn't expecting it to be and didn't really think it would be, not just starting out. The gun's got to get broke in a little bit. I got to get the sight dialed in a little better, but that was pretty much my last group that I fired. The other was just kind of getting it worked over. So that's kind of the last group right there. Pulled that one. Again, I'm only doing this at 50 yards, so I'll fine tune it at 100 at a later point and see where we get. Alright guys, so like I showed you, I got kind of a rough zero on it. I think that's all I'm going to do for today on this one because I got a couple other things that I got to toy with. But again, you can see it's capable of decent accuracy. I mean, again, we're just using 55 grain ammo. It's just at 50 yards, you know, standard hand guards, standard everything, right? But, you know, if I'm shooting a couple of inches at 50, if I can still keep it within, you know, 3 inches at 100, I'll be able to hit man-sized targets out to 300 with it. So I'm going to do some more on this as we go. I know this one is just kind of short and sweet, but I just wanted to give you the intro on this. As I start making some changes to the gun, as I start dialing it in a little bit more, I might play with a couple of different ammo loads. I'm not sure. Part of my goal is I want to be able to use just my standard, you know, rainy day ammo in this thing and not have to have anything special for it. So the gun I'm perfectly happy with. 0 malfunctions. I put after I got it 0, just ringing the steel, I put another 50 rounds through it. Not a lot, but again, just initial stages here. But 0 malfunctions, ran flawlessly. Scope, absolutely love this scope. I've been playing with it for a while, but I haven't actually shot it on the gun, obviously, because I just got it together. But the scope itself, it's fulfilling everything I was thinking that it would do as far as its design and intent. As I get a little bit more trigger time behind it, a little more familiarized with it, I think using the range finding capabilities that are built into it and everything are going to prove quite beneficial. So, gonna call it a day on that one. Again, the primary arms 1 to 8. More to come on it. Absolutely love it. Palmetto State Armory. So far, I'm really happy with the gun. Again, the function is great. 0 issues there. We'll see how things go as we obviously dial in the accuracy a little more, start stretching its legs a little bit more, and go from there. Like I've mentioned to you guys before, Primary Arms, love them, great company. I'll have a link down below in the description box if you're interested in this scope. If you use that link, Primary Arms has agreed to do free shipping and a free mount if you use that link. So again, I've talked with the folks at Primary Arms. They're one of the first companies I've done that with, and good folks. I like them. I like them a lot. Click on that link, use it. Can't beat the free mount and the free shipping. More to come on this later. You guys take care, and we'll catch you next, and stay safe.